episode 2 of this thing that we're doing. With my boy, Mr. Glassick. Trevor, introduce yourself. You can't be quiet. This is a two-man thing.
How do you want me to start it?
I don't know.
Just say, hey,
introduce yourself. Talk about yourself. My entire 2 people that will ever listen to this don't know who you are.
That's fair. So I'm Trevor. I've been friends with Taylor for 3 to 4-ish years.
I'd say about 4 years, yeah.
Met him at Cotton Patch. Now we're both 21 and 25, getting old. Yeah,
aging horribly. We're decrepit.
I don't think horribly. I think we look good.
We're aging like...
Decent people.
We're alright.
Yeah.
We're decent human beings.
Worked with Taylor, both into fitness, guns, collapse of societies.
Oh, absolutely. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, it's fun to daydream on that. I wish it would have happened. Yeah, that's all pretty much, I think.
Yeah?
So far, anyway.
You don't have to give topics that include me. You can talk about stuff that pertain to you specifically.
That's the thing. I don't know what topic to start with.
Anything, as long as we just make sure to keep the
pick
language
one.
not terrible.
I'll keep the language good, but you pick one.
I don't know why. I keep looking to see.
You're not popular.
It's not my phone.
Yeah, you're not popular.
Talk about airsoft. We've been talking about that like all day. Airsoft stuff.
Well, I wish they would make a new field. Like in abandoned apartments then.
Oh yeah.
Ones where you can like actually use the rooms and things.
Yeah.
And then you can fake CQB tape again and blast people.
Yeah.
That's always my favorite thing.
I don't know where they'd open that up, like... Ooh, dude, what if they turned the hotel down by the highway into an airsoft building?
Which hotel?
The big one with all the wooden fence and stuff around it. That's
yeah.
Dude, imagine doing CQB through that thing.
It would be fun. Wouldn't be fun to get shot because it would all hurt. Like get hit with automatic HPA
gun.
Yeah. Just shot 18 times like you're a
It's okay, I'll bleep that out.
Okay, just
do your best.
Okay. I'll go back and just re-say the sentence. You just give it another.
I'll just beep.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see you get shot with HPA guns on full auto like 18 times.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be so fun then.
I don't know. Start a fight. That'll be pretty fun.
No, because then he's got friends who are going to shoot you.
Does he pull your actual Glock 17 and point it at him?
Shoot it one time in the building to let everybody know.
Yeah.
Full auto again.
Yeah, say full auto in this building.
If I hear full auto on another floor, I'm shooting through the floor. They're shooting up.
You're shooting FMJs.
Yeah.
No hollow points.
I don't really know how to talk about airsoft. Podcasts are kind of weird.
That's what I'm saying. It's just kind of rambling. You find a topic, and if it sticks, you go with it.
Let's talk about the average American.
All right.
That's
me and you.
No.
Would you say we're above or below average?
Above.
Really?
Possibly.
Like me and you specifically?
Yeah, probably.
Above average? What makes the average American? Are you talking about income, state of living?
All of it.
Yeah?
The average struggling American.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're struggling, but I don't think we're... I don't know.
I wouldn't say me and you specifically are struggling.
Kind of. It's hard to get a home.
Well, yeah.
I think
that's pretty average, just struggling to get a home nowadays.
Yeah, I think I saw it was like 60% of all Americans can't afford to pay all their bills every month.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's how many late notices go in on credit lines.
Oh, yeah, it's horrendous.
It's pretty bad. I wouldn't say we're that bad. It depends. Definitely has its moments, but I think our fitness makes us not average.
Yeah. Just like the way we try to live.
Yes. And the way that we try to have things.
Mm-hmm.
Because with income, we're definitely average.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But with fitness, definitely above average because you've seen the people around Walmart.
Yeah, you see the average Walmart goer.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. I'd say I hear people at the gym. There's these guys that are both fat the other day talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about like their body weight, and they're like, yeah, but at least I'm big. I was like, I went straight to the office because Bertha was in there. I was like, being fat doesn't make you big.
Being fat does not make you large.
It does not mean that you're big.
It doesn't.
You're fat. There's a difference.
Yeah, there's absolutely a difference.
Oh, and they were flexing the whole time, and I was like, dude, if I weighed 310 pounds, I'd be that big too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of weird how people, like, how average. Oh, I think things that don't make us average too is not going to concerts and keeping up with social media.
Yeah.
And the news. I think that makes us not average.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people, what do? They work, go home, eat, watch a random TV show for a few hours and go to bed.
Yeah.
And then get on social media and talk about the Kardashians or football.
State their opinions online.
Yeah. Or care about politics.
Not like we're doing it better.
Yeah. We're doing it different.
We're quirky.
Yeah. We're just our zodiac signs.
Our zodiac signs make us inherently better than you.
Yes. No, they just like at Chili's whenever we food run.
Yeah.
And we run stuff to the bar and they're arguing about athletes.
Yeah.
About which man is better than this other man who's better than both of them put together.
Kobe Bryant is better than Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's just a weird conversation.
I just triggered so many communities by saying that. Those are two completely different sports.
It could trigger the white community.
Kobe Bryant does basketball. Tom Brady's a football guy.
I just think it's weird how it's like a circus.
Yeah.
It's literally like a circus. It's just all distractions.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll argue about it and get drunk for a few hours and then
go home
and then do what? Now
do the same thing over again.
Yes, next Friday you'll be right back up here.
You will see the exact same people.
And you'll argue about the new football game that happened Monday night.
That's why I see Ashley up there like every week, several days a week from Cotton Patch.
I've never seen.
I see Ashley up there a lot.
I don't think I've ever seen her.
Really?
No. I don't ever see anybody. I don't see anybody I know except for a few people from basketball or school. There's a few dudes I've seen up there that I've run into.
Yeah.
But I have nobody else I recognize. Maybe the Jane and her husband from church.
Oh yeah. And then the one time Paul and his wife came up there.
That and the other guy that has the big beard that's really nicely
Tim
cut.
or Jared?
Jared,
yeah.
Him and his
He's
wife.
been up there?
Yeah, I talked to them for like 20 minutes.
Dude, I wish I could grow a beard like that. I genuinely... I probably wouldn't let it get that big, but I wish I had the ability to do that.
Oh, yeah. It's like the ability to bench 500. It's like, it was nice.
It's a bit different, but like...
It's nice, but I don't want to do it.
No, to be able to like have that much, I'd probably cut it to like here. It'd get decently big.
I don't like having a long beard.
I would at least, want to get the whole goatee because you can't tell. I'm touching my face and everything. I don't have a full goatee. It like cuts off where my bottom lip starts to exist, and then it goes down to my chin, and that's where the rest of my beard starts to start.
The in-between area is 12 years old.
Yeah, a little bit. The hair is starting to like kind of grow there, but not enough for my enjoyment.
Yeah, I didn't grow facial hair until I think when it actually started coming in on the sides
like
of here.
Looking like a beard.
Yeah, if I grew it out and cut it, it made it look like it was a beard. I think like 22. Because at 21, all I had was a goatee. Yeah. Because I didn't grow hair on the sides enough to keep it.
Yeah, to actually like work the jawline.
Yeah, it was just on the bottom jawline, and it didn't come up on my cheek. Mm-hmm. But I got a little bit now, not much. A little bit better.
I get like peppered hairs on my cheeks. I say you can see them. I don't think I've shaved in a minute, so they're probably kind of able to be seen right now. But dude, I wish I could at least something like right here, because then I would shave a lot of this more fine and have this be more prominent for a goatee and kind of like make the jawline a bit finer.
Yeah.
But c'est la vie, I cannot grow facial hair like my papa.
Oh yeah, your dad doesn't have any, does he?
Oh no, he does. He's got a goatee going. But
he just has a goatee.
But his mustache goes really long.
Yeah.
So while it kind of connects, he lets this grow to make it connect.
Yeah. That's kind of mine.
So it looks way better. He can take his and like curl it out.
Yeah.
Not like what Mondo does where he does like the whole circle, but he can make it go. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I don't like long facial. I don't cut it because Andrea doesn't want me to.
Yeah.
So I don't really cut it because she
I
kind
like
of
my
likes
facial
it.
hair. I think it makes me look more.
No, I like
old.
facial hair. I just wish it was. I like it short, like a
Yeah.
2, like
Managed.
really short everywhere. To me, it looks better,
Yeah.
especially for how I like to look.
I'd probably want to have like what you got with your goatee going on as far as length, but keep like my sideburns down to where it connects to like the under part of my jaw and to the goatee. I'd probably keep that a bit more fine to just kind of blend it into.
Yeah. Oh, you do like
the
somewhere it
goatee.
comes out a little in the front, like a crimson chin.
Yeah. A little bit like that, but no, Dad always says, "I'm sorry I did this to you because I don't grow facial hair right here on the middle part of my lip."
Oh,
and he doesn't either.
Oh. Yeah, but it doesn't look bad though.
I'll say it doesn't look bad at all. Mom says like, don't apologize. It's like Johnny Depp can't do that either. It's like, I guess not.
Never looked at Johnny Depp's face.
Yeah, it's like because that's one of our favorite actors. If any time like you're watching what is it, Pirates of the Caribbean, because everybody and their mother has seen that movie.
I haven't.
Don't lie.
I swear. I swear.
Oh.
I haven't seen lots of movies. She's actually showed me a lot of movies.
You don't live in a fantasy world.
I do a little bit. I do a little bit. No, I do.
Now you do.
Yeah.
That's what a woman will do to you.
No, she's got me into movies. I was a video game kid.
Yeah.
I bought an Xbox 360 and then just stuck to video games.
I'm trying to remember the first time I like became a video game kid was whenever I first got my Xbox 360.
Yeah, that's me. I had the white one.
I
had the black one.
I had the black one as well, but
No, I
did you
did.
have
I had
one?
the no, I did not. My friends did because they had to push the touch button on the power thing. Remember?
Oh, I might.
With the Xbox 360, where you could like put your finger against it and it would turn on.
Yeah, it was just a sensor. It wasn't a button.
Yeah.
Aren't those the ones that had the red ring of death?
No, those were the white ones that I had.
Oh shoot!
See, I had the white
mine
one.
was a button, and therefore it could not have the red ring. I think this was like a later version of the 360.
Yeah. Well,
the better one.
Mine didn't have the red ring. You're right, because my friend had it on his, and he told me, he said, "Oh, you got the nicer one." I was like, it's the exact same, and that's when he told me about that. Because that's what happened to theirs. That's so stupid.
I say I think somebody I saw it's the bikini bottom fish that is always constantly telling people news. But breaking news, that guy.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen him. Oh, I'll have to show you him later.
But they use his AI generated?
It's the little like fish that is constantly. It's like the photorealistic fish
news?
in the suit.
Yeah.
And it's just like breaking news, and they use AI of that guy's voice to like do actual news broadcasts. It's a page on Instagram.
Oh, that's actually
and he's
cool.
genuinely like telling news. And he talked about it recently. The explanation for the red ring of death. It was constantly overheating. That how it like would kind of like go to a quarter or a half or a 3/4 and then the full ring. It would like overheat and then cool and then overheat and then cool and just going back and forth that quickly on the machine apparently just absolutely killed its longevity, and that's why it would so quickly go to the full red ring. It's like the Xbox would not work anymore.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. He's texting a woman. His woman specifically. I heard you about to correct me.
Yeah, they'll say a woman.
Don't say a woman. The woman.
The only woman.
Only one.
Yes. No, just...
So, but I got my Xbox. I cannot remember when I got it.
Me either.
And I remember the first game I got and it was Minecraft. Because I was a Minecraft kid growing up. I watched the parodies, I watched the role plays. Anything that had to do with Minecraft, it was like, I'd foam at the mouth for like a rabid animal.
I never got into YouTube. I think I got into YouTube when my dad had a computer in the living room, and I would play music. I would watch music videos, because he bought me some Skull Candy headphones for like $19.
Yeah.
They're white and black.
Because good lord, the good old days.
Yeah.
When everything was affordable.
Yeah, and I would go sit there and I'd watch music videos and listen to it and watch like those videos of athletes where they put the song over it and they make it to the beat for basketball. It's like Here Comes the Boom by Nelly.
Yeah.
So it was like Blake Griffin highlights of him dunking and stuff. I watched those quite a bit. And then I would go outside and play basketball and just sing the songs in my head.
Yeah.
And then my stepdad, I was telling him about doing that, so he bought me a speaker, a little Soul, SOL brand.
Yeah.
It was okay for what it was. It was nice. and then I would leave it outside and I'd play it all night, dude.
Yeah, just
love
constantly
doing
playing Here Comes the Boom while I trying to do dunks
I
all
would
the
do
time.
that. I played that. I played. There was a few different songs. Battle Scars. I forgot who that's by. Dang, I can't think of his name. Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
That one. There's a few songs by Lupe Fiasco at the time because he did controversial songs about the government.
Oh, Lord.
He has one called "Words I Never Said."
And now everyone just talks trash about the government.
Oh yeah. Well, at the time that was a big deal because he
was the only one.
Yeah, no one really did that, and then he added the 9/11 thing, Building 7.
And then it was like, man, this guy's got a point.
Yeah, he had good songs, and now
Maybe Bush did do it.
we all know he did. Even if he didn't, we did.
The government just wants us to theorize about Bush having that kind of power because the U.S. government having that kind of power and getting away with that scares people.
Oh yeah, we will find out in like 50 years because they have to release the files every 60 years.
Yeah.
I think actually in a few years we actually get to hear about what happened to Kennedy. Yeah, 2027. We get to actually see what happened and actually know everything.
Yeah.
They're all going to be released to the public.
Dude, that's insane.
So eventually
The actual like death certificates,
Yeah.
cause of death, autopsy, and all
Yep.
that.
It'll be 50 years and we'll actually get to see what happened with 9/11 and Building 7 and
Holy man.
everything.
The Kennedy documents will come out and that'll be that. It'll be
Yeah.
over.
It's a few years. Because he got shot in 67, I think.
Yeah.
Because he was president in 64. It was in the
Yeah.
60s when he got killed. I know that.
Yeah.
But anyways,
So, wouldn't that make this like
60 years.
40, 60? Yeah, I thought you said 50. 50 years is when.
Yeah, 50 years from 9/11. Because it happened in
50 years
2000.
from.
Oh, or
Okay.
40 years, because we're in the 20s and that happened in 2001.
Yeah.
40 years. Actually, a little bit less than 40. We get to see what happened with 9/11. And then there'll be no more memes.
Yeah, the
because-
government will already be done by then. World collapse will have already happened. We'll be ascending to God's heaven.
And then planning for
Oh.
the second Earth.
Yeah.
Eventually.
We'll see. We'll see if societal collapse comes first.
I think COVID kind of proved that it will collapse very easily.
Oh yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot.
Because they said we were going to be locked down, what was it, 4 days?
Yeah, it was.
like
I
2
remember
or
the whole
4.
joke was just spring break.
Oh yeah, it was like
Yeah,
a week.
It was spring break, and we was like, oh no, yeah, we get to have 2 weeks of spring break. This is awesome. We have been inside for several months.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. I remember when that week happened, Cotton Patch was like, oh, we'll stay open, whatever. And then they did to-goes only for that week.
Oh yeah, dude, I remember I tried going to work. I tried to actually, like, I was in the drive-thru for Taco Bell because I was going to be early. I was like, oh, this is cool. My phone goes off. I look at my phone. It's like, hey, don't come into work. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
okay,
because that's what happened to
cool.
me. I worked 2 days. And that's when we still had the dining room open, but we only
Yeah.
it was every other 2 tables were open. And we had 0 people come in on the second day. Not one. I sat there on my phone at table 12, on my phone, just watching YouTube or Instagram, or TikTok at the time.
Yeah.
TikTok
I'm trying to remember where
videos.
table 12 was.
About the pauses.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
I was
So different trying to think
Yeah.
of the new setup.
But yeah, I was just sit there for like 4 hours, and then I think Mike finally walked by and he's like, "Y'all just go." He's like,
go.
"Everyone just go."
Yeah.
He's like, "I can do the kitchen and everything." He's like, he sent everyone home, the kitchen,
Yeah.
the host, everybody.
Remember when he gaslit everyone into thinking that he had COVID, so we shut down early?
He did that a few times.
Nah.
Oh yeah, bro. He'd be like, "Is anybody feeling sick?" And we'd be like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, we're gonna close then," because we all have to get tested. He's like, "Y'all just go home and come back tomorrow."
No.
Yeah, dude, he did that a few times. Braylon got fired for closing early. He closed at like 7.
Dude, so he's back now.
Jordan was telling me about it when I was in Florida. He was telling me about how they closed at like 7 on a Friday night or Saturday because they were so dead.
Yeah.
They just closed. Like Braylon just locked the doors, and then they turned off the lights and everything.
Well, yeah, I guess since the corporate has the cameras, they would know
Oh, yeah.
that we close early.
Well, it's also because our sales went to 0.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was a little weird to them. Like, why didn't y'all have a single, not a water or anything, not an employee meal
Yeah.
after 7? Whatever it was, but
That's 3 hours of no business.
yeah, that's a long
That's-
time. That's half of the night shift.
Honestly.
But yeah, I don't know. I think the average person.
I said we've come full circle.
Yeah.
We're going back to topic 1.
I think just
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It just goes on tangents.
It
We talk
does.
for hours.
High school was. I don't miss high school. I do miss just not
I
having.
miss the no
anything.
responsibilities.
Yeah.
I miss going to school, going to work, having money to blow on nothing.
Well, that's the thing, though. As humans, we need responsibility.
Yeah.
That's all. I read up some
Well,
stuff.
I think it's a lot less of. I wish I didn't have the responsibility. More of, I wish I didn't know the reality of the world.
I bet you're better off.
Oh yeah.
I think it's part of. I've had friends. I had a roommate
Yeah.
who was a pretty sad person.
We're not gonna name drop.
No.
I understand.
But probably will never see it anyway. So
Why would he?
yeah, he might find it. He likes podcasts.
Oh no. Hello, that one roommate. You know who you are.
Yeah, the person who went to bed at 4 p.m.
Yeah. Just start doxing him.
Yeah.
His address is.
His mom lived across from where we lived, so there you go. On the other side of the whatever you call it.
Oh my lord. The duplex
No, the other side of the complex.
complex.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd call it.
But he was always sad, and I remember that was about the time I would listen to a lot of Jordan Peterson videos, like all day, every day.
Yeah.
No matter where I drove, I would listen to him.
When you would constantly listen to the Tate podcast.
None of us did it taste until I got to Florida. But he,
I don't know about that. I think you were talking about Tate before you left.
I don't know.
Because I remember, didn't you leave like close to after the election year?
No, it couldn't. No, I left a year after, but it couldn't have been because I didn't find Andrew Tate until I watched Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
And I watched Fresh and Fit, and they had Tate on as a guest, and he was funny and was saying things, and I was like,
saying things that made sense. You're like, oh, I'll follow this guy.
I was like, I'll listen to his little videos, whatever. So I did, and I didn't like his old stuff because he's just being funny and stupid.
Yeah.
But when he actually sets out and tries to make responsibilities for young men, it's actually worth listening to.
Oh,
even though I'm not young, but that was one of the things Jordan Peterson
well,
talks
young
about.
enough, younger than him.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the things that I've learned is like, if you're sad,
You're still in your mid-20s. You're not considered late yet.
yeah, I'm not old,
You're
but
not
I got
old yet.
more. You got more wisdom than
You got
younger
less than a
people.
year till you're old.
Oh yeah, because I'll be in the top half.
Yeah, you'll be in your late 20s.
Closer to 30. Than
You're closer to
20.
30 than your 20s.
Oh lord.
And then you'll hit your 40s.
Yeah.
You'll have your 40s to look forward to.
Yeah. No, I ain't looking forward to 40.
You said you are or you're not?
No,
Why not? You'll start getting a little bit of that sophisticated gray.
I'm looking forward to the 40s of having this stable life.
Yeah.
If we get that opportunity.
Yeah.
Because it's hard.
Buy 2 big plots of land right next to each other and be cooperative land/farmers.
Yeah, dude, it's hard.
Landowners and farmers and ranchers.
Have you seen the price of groceries?
Yes. Oh my god.
Me and Andrea went and bought some the other day.
To
And
make stuff for quesadillas took me $20, which is cheap.
If you can make
Because
a lot.
I looked for the cheap stuff because I want to try and start cooking at home to get better like food benefits for after the gym and stuff like that. So like they end up being like little half quesadillas, like maybe a little bit bigger than my hand, like that big.
yeah.
And I just throw some frozen pre-grilled chicken on there, heat it up, all that kind of stuff. And getting all the stuff, the pan oil, the cheese, the tortillas, the chicken, all the stuff for it was like a little over $20, which in like current prices is cheap. Years ago, that would have been expensive.
Yeah.
Like when we were growing up, like in high school or even before then, actually especially before then, that was expensive.
Yeah.
You would have scoffed at these items being as much as they are.
$20 was 20 items.
$20 was 20 items.
Yeah.
That is not even a joke.
Now $20 is 4 items.
I think that was literally tortillas, cheese, meat, oil. Yeah, I think that's literally, because that's all you need.
That's 4 items.
Yeah, it took 4 items. Actually, I bought 2 packs of cheese, so 5. But still.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's scary. Me and her will look at stuff when we go grocery shopping when I'm visiting her and stuff. And we'll buy stuff just to have snacks. Like chips and cookies.
Yeah.
And then maybe Hot Pockets. And it's like, $29, and I'm like, Mike, for this will last 2 meals,
Yeah.
like one each, for $29. It's insane.
I think I've used up most of that bag of chicken by now, but I've eaten off of that for like a while. Not that specifically, but I've been munching on it pretty frequently because I bought it. I'm the only one eating it, honestly. Not that I'm keeping people from eating it, but like nobody else is gonna eat it. It's like, I think it's like specifically like fajita chicken that's already been grilled, so they're like already pre-cut, pre-seasoned and stuff like that. I bought that one over the beef because it said it had more protein per however many ounces, because it did the same serving, it was the same brand and everything, serving sizes. The chicken had more protein in it per serving size than this one. So I've been doing quesadillas. I'll make a thing of ramen noodles and just throw that under there, and then I'll just have some extra protein in there with my calories / carbs. So I try to keep it balanced, but holy crap, it's not worth it, dude.
Well, you can eat cheap though.
Oh yeah, you can 100% eat cheap.
That rice,
that is cheap.
Yeah.
That is all the stuff that I bought at that price is cheap. I specifically looked for the cheapest stuff.
But I know you can eat rice, beans, meat, and taco seasoning. If you buy a 3-pound thing of meat, it's like $14.
Isn't that literally what Tate survived on?
No, they don't eat lavish foods over.
No, I'm talking about the. That's what he said. Him and his brother used to live on.
I think it was beans.
It was
beans
like
and
a lot
toast.
of beans. They did rice. I want to say they did like some sort of hot sauce or something. Or that was if they had the money, they would get hot sauce.
Yeah, and
I've
they
heard
didn't
them
have
talk
meat
about that.
because meat was expensive.
Oh yeah, meat. So they did beans instead for the protein.
Yeah, 'cause I know that. Like
Rice,
if I do
beans,
that,
and some other stuff.
because we hunt, we have plenty of meat. My dad tells me to eat deer meat all the time.
Yeah.
He lectures me about it. He's like, please eat it. But if I buy just the beans, rice, and taco seasoning, his cheese is. If you want cheese. Yeah, but I don't know. Just the cheese on it just kind of makes it.
It depends on the kind of cheese, in my opinion.
Well, I use Colby Jack for it.
Yeah, I love pepper jack cheese.
I like Colby Jack. Colby Jack is my favorite. But all that for those three is under $10. It's like $6.
Yeah.
Because beans are like $1.90. Mm-hmm. The rice bag is $2, and then it's under $6.
Yeah.
Because the taco seasoning is like $40 or 40 cents.
Yeah.
Very cheap.
So you can 100% eat cheap.
Yes.
But it's difficult depending on where you go. Like you go to Aldi, it's hard to eat cheap.
Yeah, and then it's also you have to eat the same thing all the time.
Yeah, it's definitely finding what is cheap, and then it's like, okay, well there ain't a whole lot besides this.
But you can switch it up. You can put chicken seasoning instead. They have the little chicken seasoning packages for fajitas. They have different stuff. You can switch it. You can buy a package of ham, like sandwich meat, and just throw it in there if you want. You can add other things to make it taste different. You can, but I do need to eat that more often. I do need to go back to just
cheap and efficient.
Well, it's not even that. It's also just it tastes good.
Yeah.
Because it does taste really good. Mm-hmm. It tastes good. It's cheap, and I can make it really quick.
I think I told you about my Greek yogurt fiasco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought about. I don't think I talked about this last time, so I'll just give a quick explanation. I saw a thing on Instagram where some guy, I follow him, and he gives a lot of good advice, and I thought that this one would be good advice. It was, hey, take your protein powder, put it in a tub of plain Greek yogurt, because that already has a ton of protein in it as is. It was like 17 grams. I got the Great Value brand. It was a pint.
Yeah.
So it was one of them big ones. It's like a pint of ice cream, the same thing, same kind of size. And I put 2 fat scoops of chocolate protein in there, and I ate it, and it just tasted like sour cream, and I hated it. And I will never eat plain Greek yogurt again. But I've thought about trying again, not plain Greek yogurt, I literally just said I wouldn't. But like getting like the flavored ones.
I think
there is like flavored Greek yogurt. That way it still has like the health benefits, it just tastes different.
I think Greek yogurt is used for cooking. I think it's
just straight
used
up plain Greek yogurt,
I think you're supposed to use it to cook, like to bake. I think that's what it's for, more than anything.
You see, completely off topic, have you been seeing the clips of people working at fast food? It's like, okay, here's your ice cream or whatever it is, and they're like, oh, I didn't order this. Oh, that's okay. They grab the ice cream, turn around, and chuck it at the face of one of their coworkers, and just splats. Dude, I saw that for the first time the other day, and I sat there laughing for like a good 5 minutes just because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it was like
random.
it was like in a McDonald's drive-through. He's just like, "Oh, that's okay." Like grabbed the top of the McFlurry, turned around, threw it as hard as he could at the female coworker, and it cut off to where you couldn't see the reaction. So it was just kind of like whop, and it cut there, and I died for like 5 minutes.
Random
my
stuff
God.
is funny. Random things are
Random
funny.
humor. It's not if it's back to back to back to back random humor. It's like okay, I'm done. But when it comes out of nowhere, holy crap, it's good. It wrenches my guts.
I like wordplay humor the most.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Wordplay because it takes creativity.
Yeah.
You have to be witty.
You gotta be smart with it.
Yes, and if you use it correctly, if you do a really good one, oh, it's so funny, dude. They're so funny. It's funny. I don't know why it's funny. It's just funny.
There's
I don't know.
this is just some wholesome humor moments. I remember I was out at Town East Mall. You know where that's at?
Yeah.
Mesquite. I was out there with my family, and me and my dad kind of had split off from my mom and sister, and we were just kind of walking around. And I remember he was like, "Man, it kind of smells like Up Dog." I genuinely fell for it. I was like, "What's Up Dog?" Because we were kind of like walking past a like perfume or cologne or just some kind of smelly store.
Oh yeah.
And I fell for it. He said, "No, what's up? What's up with you?" And we genuinely, it just kind of stopped in the middle of the walkway and sat there dying laughing for like, good Lord knows how long. I genuinely would be able to put a timestamp on it. But we were just sitting there laughing for no reason. It wasn't even funny. I just fell for it. And that was the funniest part, probably.
Dads like humor like that, and they like inconveniencing their children when they're small.
Yeah.
Dads like that.
Yeah.
Dads like jokes that like scare the
Just
kids.
the kid falls over and bumps their head.
Yeah, they scare the kid like chaotic.
Now, my dad will still do that. He'll do that to me, and I'm a grown man. He'll like peek from behind the bathroom door, and I'll jump and he'll laugh.
Yeah, they like hurting you.
they love slight, irreversible
Trauma.
damage to
Yeah, they like
to your
slight
psyche.
trauma. Yeah. And dads love respect. They demand respect.
Oh yeah.
Even if they're bad dads. I had a friend, Tremaine, who had a really bad dad who just was never around.
Yeah.
And he had like 4 baby mamas.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't take care of any of them.
Oh, I think you might have told me about this guy.
And I would go to Tremaine's house to pick him up, and I went inside one time and the dad was there, and the mom was like, "Go talk to your other baby mama or something."
Yeah.
Whatever it was, being rude. And he was like, because he still provided for all of them a little bit, not a lot,
He
but a
paid
little
some
bit.
sort of child support.
And he was like, just demanding respect. He was like, what did he say? He said, "Can't we all just be one big happy family?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I worked very hard for all of my families." And I was like, did you just hear what you said about
you processing
one big
what's
happy
coming out of your
family?
mouth?
Sure, we'll get 4 women with different children to all get along and be besties.
Oh my lord.
But dads demand respect, and they don't care how they get it. They're going to.
I think
get
it's just an instinct that kicks in once you have a child. I don't even think they do it on purpose.
I think it's also you don't want your son to be
Weak.
to be better than you. Also.
Yeah.
That's not true. I think they want them to be better, but they don't want them to be superior.
Yeah.
They want you to live better, to have a better life, to not go through all the same struggles, but they don't want you to be better than them. Like,
I wouldn't say that's the case for my dad. He's explicitly told me, "I want you to have better than me.
well, yeah, better, but not like
I want you to be better than me."
not with skills. Like if your dad's good at fishing, he doesn't want you to be a better fisherman.
Yeah. He'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's like, "Yeah, I want you to beat me someday." He doesn't.
Oh yeah, no, he don't, because he will work very
But
hard.
he'll tell you.
Yes.
He'll want you to try.
Like he doesn't want you to beat him at arm wrestling.
Yeah.
They
I still can't do it. I tried it recently.
Yeah.
I can't beat my dad at arm wrestling still.
Well, the day you beat him will be a very sad day.
Either I will have gotten too strong or he'll have gotten too weak.
Probably both. You'll pass each other.
Yeah.
You'll just-
We'll be right in that middle ground and we won't go anywhere.
Yep, and
And
that's
then
scary.
finally he'll get tired and I'll win.
I'm gonna see. My dad's 61. He can still do some stuff,
Yeah.
but there's some things where he's like, "Can you
Well,
pick?"
your dad is 61.
Yeah,
That's
he's
old.
Yeah, I have a 41-year-old.
It's really weird because you're only like 4 years older than me, but your dad is severely older than my dad. My dad's like 46.
Yeah, I have a brother who's 41. But my dad, he'll be like, "Can you help me pick this up?" And I'll expect it to be heavy,
And it's not.
And it would just come right up, and I'm like, oh, he's getting to that age.
He's starting to get there.
Or he'll work. When he builds stuff, he gets tired and he has to stop.
Yeah.
And I'll hear him come in and turn the TV on after he's been up there for like an hour, and I'm like, you used to be able to just plow through that 6-hour work.
You'd be out there all day, used to.
Yeah, it just kind of.
I'm kind of glad Dad has gotten his shop like kind of to where he wants it. He's got a window unit out there to keep it cold. It stays warm enough if he wants it to. He recently fixed it up. It's got a lot more space in there. He got rid of a lot of junk. And so now he knows like where everything's at. This is this. There's a shelf here. He put more plywood walls up, so now there's like actual insulation and stuff that's covered. The only thing you really would think is like put a ceiling on there, but we don't really need it because it's a shop.
Building
you can see the scaffolding and everything.
That's one of the best character building things.
Is being able to build.
Well, not even being good at it, but just being able
to
be slow and patient and do it yourself without help.
Yeah.
And without YouTube trying it and then failing and figuring out how to fix it. That's a character development.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about going on like Marketplace and getting a cheap motorcycle for like $500 or $600, and then buying the parts to fix it and stuff.
You could.
Just to have the experience, like learn to crank a wrench and fix stuff and all that. It's like, hey, I did this.
Just look up the popularity of the bike.
Yeah.
Because you want it to be a very popular
If I did,
bike.
I'm not keeping it at the house. I would keep it here. I won't lie to you. You also have a whole lot of tools over here, so I would definitely keep it over here, and you would work with me on it. Because if you asked me to help you with your car, I would, and I have.
No, you didn't. Andrea helped me.
Yeah, it's because you already had her here. You were gonna ask me to help, and you're like, no, it's too late.
No, I didn't because I didn't have a card.
I didn't have the part you.
No,
wanted.
I did. I didn't have a card.
Oh yeah,
because I didn't do the tap.
I said because then I was gonna help you, but then we had to do it. You had to do it.
And I didn't want to. I don't like working on cars.
Yeah.
I like them just to be done.
Yeah.
Like if I order something, it should just be on the car when I wake up. If I'm paying for shipping, when I wake up, it should be on the car.
Yeah, you didn't pay for shipping and installation.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't
pay for that.
Yeah.
So why should they put it on there? You didn't pay for that.
Well, because
you didn't sign up for this.
Because the parts are overpriced. They made it for $7 and charge $80. There's your installation. Put it on the car.
I told you about how my oil, like where my oil goes, the cap wasn't on there.
Oh yeah.
One day.
That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. No, I got it fixed and everything, but the part was like $10-something.
For a piece of plastic?
I went to AutoZone, the one that's down by the McDonald's.
Oh yeah, that's where we went.
Yeah, I went to that AutoZone.
Why did we go there?
And I don't know why you went there. You and Andrea. Yeah, you and Andrea kind of just wandered, and then I was like, okay.
We're getting an oil filter.
Just sitting there twiddling my thumbs, wandering.
Dude, that whole time there, it kind of made me mad a little bit because she asked me, she's like, what's the difference?
Remember, she might be listening.
I used the SP 6607 or something.
Yeah.
S6607. And it had a different name for 6607 for different brands. And she said, well, how do you know it's that one? These all have different letters. And I was like, well, that's different brands for the different serial codes they use.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm going to ask the guy up front. I said, well, I just told you what it's for.
I just told you what it is.
So she went and asked.
And then he said the same thing.
No, he said, oh, I don't know. And I said, it's probably for different manufacturers. And he said, oh, actually, that makes sense. And I was like, ugh. Getting questioned.
Women.
Getting questioned on some things. No, that's fine, because I do it to her, too. She'll say something. I'm like, are you sure?
I don't know about that. And you like Google it.
I'll Google it. I'll be like, I'm going to look it up. She's like, okay, do it. She's like ready to give.
You're ready to tell you, yeah, hey, buddy, guess who just told you that?
Yeah. And I look it up, and then she'll be right. And she's like, And I'm like, okay, you were right. She's like, now say it. You were right, babies. And I'm like, no.
I don't know nothing.
I refuse to say it.
I can't say it. Oh yeah, I went to the AutoZone that was down there, and then I went to the one that was downtown, and they only had like 2 of those left. I was like, thank you, God. And it cost me like $10 to get that one particular part.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about doing a tech school and just fixing crap.
Kind of a nasty job. You'll be dirty all the time, and you'll be fat.
Oh, well, I'll still hit the gym.
You have to. It's part of the training.
No, it's not.
It is.
It is not part of the training.
It is.
They do not tell you that you have to be fat.
Yep.
I'm gonna be one of those lady novels where the mechanic is really ripped.
No, you won't be.
And wearing an entire jumpsuit in the middle of the 120 Texas degree weather.
Yeah.
And then they zip off their frickin' jumpsuit and like pull it, and they're wearing the white tank top and they're sweaty and shining and muscular.
The gay guys on TikTok?
Yeah.
The gay ones on TikTok?
I guess. I don't know. You find them, not me.
I don't see them at all.
How do you know they're there?
Because I see those cringe ones, those cringe accounts that post the cringe videos.
Yeah, dude, I'm tired of you. Anytime you send me one of those,
makes your stomach hurt.
it makes me grit my teeth while seeing people like this actually exist. And they have this mindset.
No, they posted it. They edited it.
They posted that.
They watched it over 30 times.
They chose
and
to
said,
do
this
that.
looks good, and I'm going through with it.
Oh my god.
They posted it with confidence and said, this will.
They said this will never not be bad.
But I will say, I was very thin. I was thinner before I started working at that metal shop.
Yeah.
And all the guys that worked there had a belly, and then that's when I got my heaviest.
No, your heaviest was in Florida.
Well, it started there because I went straight from there to Florida.
Yeah.
I just kept it going.
Yeah. So if anything, it was your fault.
It was a marketing job. If you look at the coworkers, that's how you'll be built where you work.
Yeah.
It's human nature. When you're around people, you become them.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just in the workplace, it's hard not to.
With every fiber of my being, I will never go back to being chunky or skinny or having the goblin body ever again.
Yeah,
for as long as I live.
Yeah. It's just weird how when you're around people, you actually pick up their habits. That's why it's very important. The Bible makes that clear too.
Yeah.
What does it say?
As iron sharpens iron.
That, and then he says the comment about the fool and the wise man. He who
surrounds himself with fools. And I can't remember the rest of it.
But yeah.
I know what verse you're talking about.
It says it multiple times. Don't hang around the wrong people. Makes that very clear. And let's just look at Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a little different because he made all the people.
He was perfect.
He made all the people around him better.
Yeah.
But those people.
So he was the good influence.
Oh yeah. If you got all of those people, all 12 disciples around without Jesus.
Oh yeah,
It probably wouldn't have went so. They would have done the right thing to an extent because they were decent people.
I don't know about that. There was one that was persecuting and killing Jews. I remember one of them, and then he met Jesus, and then that's when he changed his name.
And Matthew was a tax collector.
Yeah, and I think you're thinking of Judas.
No, Matthew. Matthew was a tax collector.
Oh yeah. I think I'm thinking. Yeah, I think
Matthew had dealings with Rome.
Judas was the treasurer.
Yeah, Matthew had dealings with the Romans. He's the one who would tell people, "Oh, you're behind. Give me your home.
Yeah.
You can't afford tax, even though it's unreasonable.
Where's our money?
Yeah, give me your home." He was so young too. He was not that old. I've always wondered how old Adam and Eve are, because it doesn't say their age.
They lived for a long.
No. Whenever they made the sin.
Whenever the whole story takes place of Genesis. I think it says how long they actually lived for, but I don't think it says how or when
See, that's what I'm curious
their
on.
age was when that happened.
Well, by the looks of it, the way they were acting, 20s.
Yeah. Or their 200s, one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, because now we can't live past the 120.
Though they didn't start as babies or anything, so good lord, they were probably like technically stupid young. They were made as man and woman.
But man and woman back then was like 17.
The aging process.
Yeah, but man and woman back then was like 16, 17.
Yeah. Although that doesn't say a whole lot because in really early Bible, man and woman lived for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah. So being 16...
Dying early was considered like dying at 600.
Isn't that crazy?
I know. And then there's a verse where it was like, yeah, man will not live past 120. And I don't think a single human being in history has lived past 120.
Do you think if it did happen, it would be controversial? Because that means something in the Bible was proven wrong.
Either that or they're lying.
Yeah.
It's a fake body. It's just comatose. It's like, yeah, we're keeping him alive. That's not alive. You are pumping a heart.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Vitals and alive are two different things. When you're in a vegetative state, you're basically brain dead and your vitals are still going. You're dead. I don't care if your heart's beating. You are not alive.
Well, there was a woman, Jean,
Yeah.
who lived to be 122 in 1875. But that's 1875.
Yeah.
How do you know she was that old?
Yeah.
And she looks like she's like 100.
She died in 1875?
Yep.
I don't think she knows her own birthday.
No, they probably don't know anything.
They're like, Jean, how old are you? 122.
She's like 60.
Yeah. She doesn't know anything. She probably got bit by a bug and developed leukemia.
A June bug?
Yeah, who knows? It was 1875, bro. That was the Wild West era. It was 1875.
It's kind of a nasty time, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that.
You think of Red Dead, that's when that was.
Yeah, it was the late 1800s.
Yeah, technically, if you want to get into it, RDR2 was in, like, 1899.
It was right after slavery ended.
Yeah,
because
it was after Civil War.
Yeah, they had been out. Slavery had been abolished for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Which, slavery was abolished in 1884, I think.
1884, so
1886. Let's see.
1899, that'd be like 13 years.
1865.
That's a long time.
I knew that.
So slavery was abolished after 1870.
I knew that because the Civil War started in like 1861.
Whatever. I don't know. I'll have to.
Civil War, the American fighting and stuff.
So, dude, she lived through the Civil War. Who knows what she actually. Words. Who knows how old she actually was?
They don't know.
They don't really know. If that was a different thing, it's like, yeah, she died in 1950 something. It's like, oh, well, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah,
controversial.
Now it's a little scary.
Yeah.
Or if it would happen nowadays.
I'd freak out. Nothing really makes me question, but if somebody like started living 121, 122, 123, 124, kept going, it's like, wait a minute.
Kill them at their 119th birthday. They're not taking this risk.
It's like, I refuse.
I think by the 120, I think it means live, like be able to function your whole body.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not necessarily the age.
That's what I was talking about. It's like, yeah, we got his heart pumping. He's alive. Bible's wrong.
Yeah.
No, that's not what that means.
Yeah,
He's brain dead, partner.
Yeah, I think it means
his brain has
functioning.
become mush.
I'll have to look that up.
Especially with the longevity or like the life expectancy of a human being nowadays. Oh yeah, we'll never hit 128.
No, I think it went down.
Except for grandma and grandpa, they will live forever.
They won't.
Yeah, they will.
And as soon as
They'll
you
never
accept
die.
that, you'll feel better.
They'll never die.
How old are they?
Grandpa's like 96. Grandma's like 90 or 91, maybe 92.
I had a friend in Florida. His, I don't know why he was so surprised. His grandmother died when she was like 90. She was like 92.
Yeah.
And he was like,
that.
he was shocked, and I was like, why are you shocked? It's 92.
Was he shocked or was he just upset?
No, he was just surprised. He's like, I never thought that she would die. What the hell? Sorry, I didn't say it. What in the world?
No, you're fine.
She's 92, dude. Do you really expect her to just like play soccer with you tomorrow? Like,
Yes!
no, it's not how that works.
My grandma was playing basketball in her 80s.
On a Xbox?
No, on the blacktop in her front yard.
That's pretty cool. Was she dunking?
No, she's not tall
So
enough.
she's not athletic? Okay.
her joints wouldn't let her.
You don't know. She may have one more good hoorah.
She's got one. She's got one left.
One more adrenaline
one
shot.
last spring in her step.
Yeah. Before the bucket gets kicked over. I'm just kidding.
That's horrible. That's my grandma, bro.
I mean, mine are 86 and 84.
Yeah, my grandparents are older than yours.
Yeah. But when that seem like that, since they're that age, I'm just kind of waiting for it to happen. Like when I get the call that it does, I'm not going to be like, oh, really? I'll be like, oh, it finally is here. I'll have to deal with it then, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to be surprised. I don't know why people, or like people who have,
I'm not gonna be surprised. No, I'm just gonna be devastated. I love her.
of course. And that's fine.
That'll be the main emotion. I was surprised.
Won't you prepare for it? I prepare for
I don't know how
the
to prepare
death.
for that.
Make yourself formidable. Be the one at the funeral that everyone can depend on.
Oh yeah.
because everybody's going to need someone to lean on. When your father dies, you have to be
you got
the strong one at the family, at the funeral.
You have to not shed a tear.
And that's a lot to take on.
Although I say that Dad cried at his dad's funeral.
I think it's okay to the cry part, but I don't think it's okay to not. I don't think you should depend on other people to handle your feelings for that day. People need someone that day. And that not only is it a burden to have to carry that, it's also a big responsibility that makes you a better man.
Yeah.
Responsibility makes men better. It makes everyone better. But a man with no responsibilities, no real responsibilities that he cares about, will lead down either a bad life, bad path, or it'll lead to the alternative of him dying early because he made a decision to die, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's just proven, and people need responsibility. If you're sad all the time, take on some responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Like if your room is
something.
If your room is disgusting and you can't bring yourself to fold your laundry, can you at least move the basket in front of the dresser? Mm-hmm. Like even things like that, that's a big step from the last 6 months of it not moving. Mm-hmm. That's a massive improvement. Yeah. And I think it's also what I tell my friends who are younger too, that are like 19, 20, 18 to 20, I mean. Yeah. I tell them, take on responsibility and carry a burden for yourself to have to do something, but don't sit here and make it such a big deal if you're not able to achieve some massive goal. Mm-hmm. Because if your car is dirty and you can't vacuum it, can you pick up a receipt? Can you at least do that? Or can you take a pair of shoes out of the trunk? Can you do something today?
Yeah, just do something.
And then we can pick it up tomorrow and see if you can bring yourself to the monster and be like, oh, I'm going to slay this demon dragon. If you can, then do it. If not, if you have to just, take one little thing every day, that is one less thing than it was yesterday. Yeah. And that is an improvement. And I think that's a big thing that we miss now in society. Telling men to be emotional is they don't have responsibilities.
Yeah.
Because
you can just sit there and cry about it.
Which we do have feelings. We do need to feel them. You're depriving yourself of a human thing that was given by God to feel. Yeah. You need to feel. But your feeling to determine what you do next is not healthy. Mm-hmm. It's not helping anyone. And especially regardless of what society wants to say, the burden of having a man in a life, of a family or a relationship, if he's bad, the children, the wife, the girlfriend, whatever, they will all follow down that same path. Mm-hmm. No one's going to be in a good position.
Yeah. No doubt about it. So I think there have only been a few times where I've seen my dad cry, and it was actually pretty devastating, honestly.
It is.
They were incredibly emotionally compromising times. Obviously, Grandpa's funeral, Grandpa Mike's funeral. He kept it kind of stoic.
Whoa. What is his last name?
Grandpa Mike.
What's his last name?
Dewey.
Okay, never mind.
That's my dad's last name.
Never mind. Well, I know your last name.
Were you about to think that we were related?
No. Well, yeah. my mom, not related, but my mom has a childhood friend from like birth, Amy Evans. Uh-huh. And her grandpa's name was Granddad Mike. That's what everybody called him. Yeah. But his family called him Grandpa Mike. Yeah. But even when he was like in his 50s, everybody called him Granddad Mike because he had a grandson. I don't know. It's just he was a firefighter.
That's because I got several grandpas. I called the one that you met at, like the big cowboy one. That's Pawpaw. I got Grandpa, who is his dad.
They're very nice. I like them.
Mm-hmm. I used to call him Pawpaw Richard.
But yeah,
I just call him Pawpaw. Spelled Pawpaw.
I have one of those. I have a Pawpaw.
And then on my dad's side, his mom's husband is Pawpaw, spelled Papa. And then there was Grandpa Mike, who was Dad's dad. And so I had a lot of different grandpas. Okay, this is your title, this is your title, this is your title, this is your title.
I have my grandparents on my dad's side. They wanted they're very classy. Not rich, but they're classy.
Yeah.
They're very...
You can be classy loving rich.
Yeah, they're classy people, and she wanted to be...
You have to be stable.
They wanted to be grandfather and grandmother.
Oh, no.
That's what they wanted to be.
Mom wants her and dad to have silly grandma and grandpa names.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, so my brother, Justin,
Yeah.
he called them grandmother and granddad.
Yeah.
So granddad stuck with granddad.
Yeah.
And then when I was born, my grandma was trying to teach me grandmother, and I called her Gammer.
Gammer.
So everybody said, that's your new name, Gammer.
Gammer.
So like 25 years ago, she's been stuck with a nickname where everyone in Celeste that knows her calls her Gammer. They don't call her Bessie. They call her Gammer. They call her Gammer Glasscock. That's what they call her.
I love that.
So she gives me a hard time for that. She's like, yeah, you changed my name for me 25 years ago.
Aww.
I love them. They're such good people.
I call grandma grandmama.
Grandmama?
Grandmama.
That's kind of dumb. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
You know that?
It kind of only has one ma, not two, you idiot. Can you not do it? Say it.
You're not
correctly?
pronouncing it correctly, sir.
You mean Google it for you? How to say grandmother?
You stinky little dumb baby.
Fucking.
That's okay. I'll bleep it out. I'll edit it.
Okay, I thought just giving it a moment of silence so you'll see the gap.
Yeah.
So,
I'll have to go back to listen to it anyway.
It's a bad habit. I've gotten better at it though.
Yeah.
But anyways, no, I just think also with that responsibility, you not only do better for yourself, but I think a man's real happiness comes from being more responsible for someone else than yourself.
Oh yeah. Being a leader.
Yeah.
Having responsibilities is
I
definitely
mean, you can even do it with a
fulfilling.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because if you have a good girlfriend, even just a girlfriend, if you have a good girlfriend who is willing to give you the opportunity to prove that you can lead them correctly, and she does get behind you on things, it does feel really, really good. It shows respect from her, but it also shows that you can be worthy of being respected.
Yeah.
And I think where we go now, we're telling men specifically to have your feelings and stuff. You know what men do when they get mad? They shoot and stab each other.
Yeah.
You ever seen a man get mad on a movie and he punches the wall?
Yep.
We're telling them you're supposed to have that feeling?
Yeah.
No, just the good ones, the ones that we like. Okay, well, what are they?
I did that one time. I got really mad. I stuck my finger in a socket and I put a hole in my dresser. And then my dad called me an idiot.
No, yeah, that is kind of an idiot.
He said, "You're stupid. Why would you do that?"
You didn't hurt anybody but yourself. In a free wall.
I would rather hurt myself than other people.
No.
I'd rather punch a piece of drywall than swing at my mother or something because I'm angry.
I just hate that dude because they tell you be more emotional and have the feelings.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and say, oh, well, not that emotion.
Yeah, don't have that.
We can't control it. Either I can control all of them or we can control none of them.
Yeah.
Because I can't choose which ones we control.
Uh-huh.
Because for one, they change.
Uh-huh.
And by the time you learn to start to control it, it'll change.
100%.
And then now your brain is trying to control that one. It's just, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You have to control all of them. When men get angry, they break and hit things.
Oh, yeah.
You really want us to have our feelings and go off of them? Those school shooters and the people who commit...
They are being emotional, like you told them to be.
That's all. That's an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing that for any
Sorry, it's
reason.
one you don't like. I don't like it.
Yeah. Oh, well,
but like it's one of the emotions on the spectrum.
Well, not that one. Let's just skip that one. Okay. Well, what can I have? I want you to be happy and sad. Okay, I'm sad. Now we kill ourselves at a higher rate than everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, don't have that one.
Don't have that one.
Okay. Well, don't be happy either. Because, you're supposed to be a man and don't be celebrated.
As a matter of fact, just don't exist.
Yeah, just don't have it.
Because that's what it comes down to. Is
have all the same feelings that women have. Okay, you got it.
The fact that the kill all men movement is a thing is a huge testament to this argument.
It's a huge testament that nobody takes women serious.
Yeah.
Now think about it. If you got a bunch of men around and they said, kill all police.
Yeah. People would agree.
It was KAC, kill all cops.
They have ACAB for that.
Well, that's all cops are bad. Well, it's a different word than bad, but it's bad.
We're censoring it.
That's different. That's saying, oh, police are horrible people.
Yeah.
But if they had one for kill all cops, and it was nothing but millions of men, the government would be scared.
Oh, yeah.
Because they know that something would happen.
Yeah.
A revolution is what? Nothing more than a bunch of men standing around in one place and saying, we're tired of this? That's what a revolution is.
Yeah.
And that's why
Who said that?
I know I've heard Tate say it, but I think he quoted it from Hemingway.
Yeah.
I think Hemingway said that. But that's all it is. That's a testament to women's rights and women's movements.
Isn't that what the storm on the Capitol a couple years ago basically dumbs down to? Hey, we're tired of this. And they literally stormed the Capitol, built a gallows in like 5 minutes, and we're going to execute public officials.
Yeah. And
just a bunch of people are like, man, I hate this. This sucks.
Yep. And that shows you if you get a bunch of people mad, something will happen. And that's the whole thing with the race thing where it's died down a lot.
Oh, yeah.
With the racism.
Oh, yeah.
Like racist comments. But if you put people in a corner.
The racist accusations.
Well, yeah. If you put people in a corner and you're like, you're racist, 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 you're going to make the real racist people who are hiding in a closet.
Start yelling at the people who aren't.
You're going to make the really racist people come out.
Yeah.
And when they come out, they're going to come out and try to hurt people.
Yeah.
They're not going to try to hurt the same color. They're going to try to hurt the opposite color.
Yeah.
You can't keep destroying things, and these real racist people see that, and then say, well, there's a specific type that keeps doing this, and then they're going to do something about it. You're not going to accomplish anything by being destructive. Which, in a way, you could. But when you're being destructive and tearing down others to separate from the destruction, that's not good.
Yeah.
If you're doing it for everyone and you're like, we're tired of being taxed, we don't want to pay tax anymore, and everybody just stops paying them, like all companies decide you're not getting taxed, taxes are done.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing they can do.
Literally not a thing can be done with that.
And even if you raise the prices, the people who own it decide that they don't have to. There's nothing you can do. You just start failing as a government.
Basically.
But that's something everybody gets to be a part of.
Yeah.
That's why the destruction could be good. You can't take one group and say, or all groups except for one, and say, well, this destruction is good for all of us except for you.
Societal collapse is great for everybody but you.
Yeah. Well, then it's not fair. And if it's about fairness, how's it fair?
Yeah.
Fair is such a stupid word.
Because nothing is.
No, it's not. And it never will be.
Fair is God's judgment.
It never will be. That's what I was talking to that coworker Nathan about. He said everybody should get paid the same.
Communist.
How would that work? No, no one's going to want to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Because I can go work at a convenience store. Yeah, and I can make $60,000. Okay.
Cool.
And I told him too. I said, okay, so what's the income? What are we putting the income as?
Yeah.
Are we doing it off the poorest or the richest? Because we can't do it off of the richest. There's not enough money.
Yep.
So what are we doing it off of?
Middle class, low class. What are we doing?
Where do we draw the line on what is considered fair? Are we putting it at $20,000 a year for everyone?
Yep.
And then he's like, well, 40's good. I said, do you know most people make over 40 household income and they're still struggling? So they're going to be in the exact same boat?
Yep.
So I said, let's do 80 then. So now people who were doctors who are making $400,000 a year, who are working on your grandmother's cancer, not yours specifically,
I know.
but an example, your grandmother's cancer, getting rid of it so she can stay alive for another 20 years.
Yeah.
There's no incentive for them. They can go mow yards.
Yep.
For 4 hours a day and make the same money that you're making for being a doctor.
Yep.
No, I'm not going to be a doctor anymore.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. And that's what I said the other day about liberals can't see past their nose and Republicans.
Yeah, Republicans can't see past the back of their head.
Yeah, they can't. It's so separated and it's all controlled. And then every time things start to get better, something magically sparks up out the blue. And Kanye
Because there's constantly got to be controversy.
Yeah, and Kanye and Taylor Swift are arguing about Beyonce being better. And the music is, oh my god, this artist slept with this artist and now they're going to get married and have a baby.
Yeah.
And this football team is winning a game that's running around for 45 minutes and catching a ball.
Yeah.
And then stopping every 12 seconds. This is what America is. Sports are dumb. I will never... You know they have those things where it's like, what's one opinion you're willing to die on? That watching sports is dumb, and if you follow an athlete, you're gay. You're gay. Talking about other men. No, not following. Arguing on behalf of a man who's not in the room that you don't know is gay.
Yeah.
When I hear those conversations where, dude, with the customers, they're like, no, man. Have you seen how big his biceps are? That dude could run that ball. He could grab him by his chest and throw him on the ground. He's a lot bigger. You know, I get what you're saying, but you not hear how that sounds?
Yeah.
That you've looked at his body and thought, oh, he's bigger than this guy and this guy and this guy. Wow, he's big. Mm-hmm. That's a little weird. Same with gym influencers. People who watch gym influencers and are like, oh yeah, it's you.
No, yep. don't poke at me because I could poke a finger right back at you.
I follow Chris Bumstead for the workout routines on his link, so I don't have to search it up. Where do you think I found my workout routines from?
I don't know. I thought you came up with those.
I did from Nazem, and then I went to his to see what he does because he's Mr. Olympia. If you want to do something, you do it from the best. Oh, remember we talked about that at work that one time?
What?
Where I got into the argument with the people outside about if I'm going to learn about economics, I'm going to learn it from a millionaire.
Yeah, because you were talking about...
They're like, well, everybody could have knowledge.
Because we were talking about church. Because you were talking about you'd rather like actually hear Tim talk about something than the discussion. Like, you know, us sitting there and somebody being like, well, I think it's this. It's like, I think it's this. No, you get the interpretation of somebody who has been in the realm of what you are trying to talk about and knows more than you, who has been in it longer than you have. And you get their advice and their knowledge and their say-so on it. And it was like, no, everybody's perspective matters. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. And it never will. Your opinion, if you have no proof.
If you cannot genuinely back up your argument, why are you speaking?
Your opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It really doesn't. And
there's a difference between acting like you know something and trying to learn something.
If
you are actively asking questions like, hey, I think what's this? I think this. Please give me corrections if needed. Like, that's different.
Yeah.
That is a completely different ballgame. Like, you are seeking knowledge and seeking correction.
And that was the thing, too, about them.
Not saying this means this to me, therefore I'm correct.
Yeah, that was the point I was trying to make to them is we were talking, when you go to someone on a broad topic, they need to know a lot because it's broad.
Yeah.
Self-improvement, anyone who, even if, like we said, picked up, moved the basket, could speak on self-improvement. Yeah. Because it is a broad topic, but they could speak on that specific part of, like, just clean your bedroom. Mm-hmm. If they start talking about, oh, well, make sure you eat this and you keep a schedule. No, you don't get to talk about that.
You don't know.
You don't know if that actually works because you haven't tried it.
You haven't done it.
And first of all, most knowledge is from experience.
Yeah.
So to say that you don't have to have experience.
The reason
to have
you
knowledge,
know something is because you've done something or you've seen something.
But yeah, I'll die on that hill in the sports.
Oh yeah. I'll die on the hill that it's the same as sitting down and watching a YouTube video about something. So you're watching somebody else do this? Why would you do that? Because you watched somebody do this on national television? That's the argument my dad would make, is I would watch people like play games and stuff on YouTube and everything.
Oh yeah.
Like, why are you sitting there watching somebody play a video game? It's like, why do people sit down and watch people play football? Or why wouldn't you just go outside and actually play the game? I'll never get Dad to like video games.
That's fine. He's stuck in his ways, just like mine. They'll never change.
They're old.
Oh yeah, they're old.
That's mean.
No, it's not. It's true.
It is true.
That's the Republican thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Which is
political.
fine. That's why he's more knowledgeable in anything having to do with his hands than I am.
Well, yeah.
Because I was a technology child.
Yeah, but I've taught my dad some stuff on. Like, we were doing something the other day with his drywall.
Yeah.
And the way he was putting it up and getting it to stay up was having his foot hold it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it wasn't. It was that too. But there's been things where he's worked on stuff. And I'm like, why don't you do it that way? Mm-hmm. And he's like, why would I? He's like, this way's always worked. And then I'm like, just look, and I'll just do it. And he's like, huh, okay. He said, get out of here, go inside. That's what he says being funny.
Yeah, of course.
He says it being funny, but then he'll start doing it that way. So you can bring new knowledge to them. But the way about how they feel about their politics and family and stuff, it's never going to change.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like politics. I think politics are an absolute waste of time.
Total government collapse is the best possible outcome.
Maybe.
Because then we go back to the trade and barter system.
Don't know if that would be any better.
I don't know.
People are comfortable with the way they live, and when they don't have that comfortability anymore, and they don't have things to trade,
Yeah,
they're coming to
times create strong men, strong create times, or strong. I just completely mess up. Hard times create strong men create easy times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. So it's just a big cycle.
Yeah, but going back to
we're in our easy times right now.
Oh yeah, this AC and Wi-Fi is awesome. I don't know.
Our most recent hard time was when Bin Laden and everything were. Yeah, it was like 2001 was our hard times.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. We might, depending on how you look at it, we could be in our hard times right now. No.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true.
Could be. The way everything is. Everything's pretty crap.
Yeah.
But it's also everything's really good.
Yeah, it's like you can very much see both. So I don't know.
We're better off than the kids getting bombed in Yemen.
Yeah. On the Gaza Strip.
Yeah. We're better off than them, or the Palestinian kids who came in.
Palestinian kids who are wearing bomb vests to go shake the American soldier's hand.
Because they're forced to.
Yeah.
And then the
teacher pats him on the back and says, "Go say hi to the American."
And then the teacher hits a button and blows them up.
Yeah.
And goes home and eats their dinner like it didn't happen.
Goes home and practices Ramadan.
It's scary. We're definitely an easy time, but
Definitely an easy country.
I think it's just going to get a lot harder.
Oh yeah.
And when it does,
The hard time will definitely come soon. Or the easy time. Who knows? The easiest time.
and that would be pretty scary.
Well, it'd be scary. It was the best thing ever.
If we are in the easy time?
No, if the easy time is about to get here.
Ooh, that's scary.
Because if it gets easier than this, you already know what is going to happen. But if it gets harder than this, ooh.
Well, let's think, if it gets easier, though, we get worse off as men. So that's...
The only way it can get easier from here is God coming back.
It won't. They've been saying that every 10 years.
Yeah.
2012 was literally a little bit more than 10 years ago. That was when the world was supposed to end.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forget. As of recording this, the eclipse is in, 2-3 days?
No, 4.
Because today's Friday.
Oh, it's the 5th.
Yeah.
Dang.
The eclipse is on Monday. Today is Friday. So it's like 3 days till the eclipse.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see if this ever gets released.
But this is what I'm talking about when I talk about how I don't like society, is that the fact that people are driving to a different state to stand in the shade of whatever's blocking the sun.
I get the novelty of it because, specifically, this is supposed to be the last one for several hundred years. Apparently, it's an anomaly, the fact that me and you in our lifetime have seen, like, how many eclipses
Yeah,
so
but they're
far?
always wrong. Science is always wrong.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. So it's not an anomaly. They're always wrong. Sure, they're right on some stuff, but they're wrong. They are wrong a lot more than they are right. That's why they still have to have science. Science is theories.
Mm-hmm.
And even when the
throw it
theory,
at the wall, see what sticks, and then even then what sticks could fall off after about 5 minutes.
that's so. I don't understand why hotels are fully booked
Yeah.
for people to stand in a parking lot or grass
And stare at the sun.
with special paper glasses and
I
go.
said, we had an eclipse at some point last year, and I saw zero hype about it. I was at work whenever that eclipse was happening.
Because it wasn't happening in America. It was in China or Japan.
No, because I saw the eclipse. I remember. I didn't look at it or anything. But I had zero clue that it was supposed to happen that day. I was at Cotton Patch. And I was sitting, like the little wall I was sitting on by the pine trees. I was just kind of sitting on that wall, just hanging out. And it's all of a sudden, it kind of just got really dark outside for no reason. I was like, no, this is weird. And that was it. I just like, that's odd. Maybe there's clouds or something in front of the sun.
It's stupid, dude.
And apparently that was an eclipse happening, and I had zero clue. And it took like 30 minutes or something for somebody to come out there and be like, hey, did y'all see the eclipse? I was like, oh, that's what that was.
See, it's stuff like that. And then the fact that people the biggest Super Bowl was last year because of Taylor Swift and all the things going on.
Don't even get me started on her, dude.
And then also the fact that they've done studies in malls where they've put people in a line with a camera crew to look like it was some crazy store.
Yeah.
And people were just getting in line. Mm-hmm. And they're like, what are you in line for? Oh, we don't know. So you're just standing in a line
because there are other people here. It reminds me of that one clip. It's I don't know if you've seen it. It's they're doing that interview. It's like, are you in line to get the crowbar? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get the crowbar. He's like,
so you're waiting in line for 6 hours for a crowbar?
For a crowbar that says Supreme on it. Like,
no, a Supreme crowbar. And then he said, oh, I didn't even know it said Supreme.
Yeah, it was like you're sitting in a line for 6 hours to buy a crowbar that says Supreme on it. Oh, I didn't even know it said Supreme on it. I just wanted a crowbar.
Like that. These people walk around this planet and you get to have opinions.
And it was an expensive one, too. It was like, you're waiting 6 hours to pay several $100s for a crowbar that says Supreme on it. I was like, I didn't even know it had Supreme on it. I just wanted a crowbar. Dude, you go to Walmart and buy a crowbar for like $50. Probably less than, honestly, if you buy a flat bar.
There's no free thoughts. But you know what's funny though? You know the most unhappy demographic of a person in the U.S. is a woman who's never been married with no children, makes over $100,000 a year, and is over the age of 40. A boss babe.
I genuinely would not doubt it. I would hate living that life as a man. Zero children, zero loved ones.
When you come home when you're 60, you're gonna come home to a house full of Gucci bags.
Yeah.
No grandchildren. None. But that's how they do it though, because men are influenced by women's decisions.
Yeah.
It's not the other way around. It is with most things, but a lot of times how women are in society is how men will treat them. Mm-hmm. Because men are a creature of learned behaviors. So men will learn what works. That's why when they ask, where'd all the good men go? The good men quit coming around whenever all the good men got left at home. Mm-hmm. For you to go talk to the dickhead with the motorcycle who calls you a bitch. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Very fine. I'll take care of it later.
That's where men started changing, being nice.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, when you were looking pretty and putting on makeup and not screaming all the time, yes, you get flowers. And you can see marriages like that where the women are they're happy.
They're good people.
And where they're very godly. Mm-hmm. The men do very nice things for them.
Dude, half of the issues with people in general is just not going to church. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
That's really... If that was universal, dude, that'd fix so many issues in general with human beings. Like, period.
Probably. We could hope so. I don't think he would.
Because that's going to fix the family dynamic of the father and the mother, therefore fixing the dynamic of the children growing up, and then it's going to just keep going and going and going and going and going.
A bad dad's better than no dad. It is.
For a man, I would say so. For a young woman, no. A bad father is not good. This is why we call it fatherless behavior, ain't it?
Yeah. That's fatherless. That's no dad. Daddy issues would be a bad father.
Yeah. Although they kind of both just fall in the same category, don't they?
I just understand, not even just with women, but men too, how people could actually have something wrong with them.
Mm-hmm. And then deny it?
Yeah.
Have
their whole life.
A trained professional be like, hey, yeah, you have this, or I diagnose you with this. Like, no, I don't. Goodbye.
That's insane.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I know a lot of people like that the doctor will be like, oh, you have a chemical imbalance in your brain, so you don't actually think correctly.
Your brain no working properly.
That's the problem. They'll be like, everything you think is wrong. It is. And then they will go think something and then run with it. Mm-hmm. That's insane. I don't understand that.
They refuse to have a second opinion.
Oh, Lord.
Help them. They know not what they do.
What do they do?
No, they don't. They have a chemical imbalance in their brain. Everything they say is wrong.
They know that it's wrong and they still do it.
No, because they think the doctor's wrong. That's the whole point. It's a big oxymoron.
Why don't we just go back to hitting people?
Because then everybody's upset.
I won't be.
Yeah, you will. Somebody punches you in the face, and then you're gonna be
But
upset.
they won't, because I don't do anything to get punched.
Yeah, you do. You did.
I did. No, I don't know. I don't know. We were in an awkward time. We're always in an awkward time, always.
Oh, yeah.
It'll never be better, no matter what we say or think.
Yeah. They don't change unless people change, and people are never gonna change. A person can change. People can't change.
And especially how most people's days consist of the bare minimum in life.
Yeah, when most people fall into a routine of the bare minimum.
I'm in a routine right now of going to bed at like 4 a.m.
My routine is pretty... What's the word? I'd say average. I get up, I go to work. If I work all day, I work all day. I go home, go to the gym, come back home, eat, shower, go to sleep, and do it again if the next day consists of a double.
Yeah,
Days like today, if I just work the morning, the afternoon is completely... I have zero clue what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
There's no routine there.
See, I've worked at a job for so long having to work at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
that my body...
Just kind of...
I get up at like 10:12 to 10:20 every day.
Yeah.
Even if I go to bed at 6, I just wake up at that
Man,
time.
that'd be awesome if you were like able to get up on a Sunday and do that.
Oh, you give it 10?
Yeah.
I do.
And then, go to second service.
I do get up at like 10 on a Sunday.
Yeah, how come anytime I call you, you don't answer?
Because it's 8 a.m. It's not 10. It's 8.
It's because if you get up at 10, then you can't go to church and work in the same day.
Yeah, that's the problem. Oh, that's why I don't go. Yeah,
That's why you don't go. You don't go because you friggin' work on Sundays. And Sheila doesn't adapt to our schedule, our
Oh
availability.
my goodness, dude.
I switched my availability to Monday evenings off because I do stuff with my sister on Monday evenings. We do our guitar stuff. And I'm scheduled for this Monday.
I put in 5 availability request changes, and
They're all there. They're all just sitting there.
they're all
Yep.
pending.
Yep.
Even
so
from
mine.
December. I did one December 4th.
Mine is pending right now.
But if you do put it on a sticky note or a piece of paper and give it to them, either on any of them, and put it in the office, they will keep it.
Oh, really? And they'll change it?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah. They won't change it.
Oh.
They'll just look at the sticky note.
Oh.
They have a little calendar thing. D showed it to me when I gave him one where I needed all those days off to go to Passions.
Mm-hmm.
They just put them all in there, and then they check it every week before they schedule to see like what people need. So you'd have to do it every week.
Okay.
You'd have to do it every week, which is stupid,
Yeah.
but it's not the end of the world to take 30 seconds to write 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. only every day, or whatever.
I'm gonna start needing like Monday through Wednesday off so I can start doing water park stuff.
I want mornings only.
But I'm probably gonna tell management that I'm doing like an apprenticeship with my uncle. Cause I do that sometimes. Like I've told you I do jobs with him sometimes, doing plumbing and stuff like that. And they'd probably respect that a lot more than me going to the water park. But yeah, and now I have to be careful which coworkers I have listen to this, because then they'll go and rat on me like Talisa did when I told that new guy, oh yeah, honestly we can just sit around sometimes, we've got nothing to do.
She told your parents?
Oh no, she told Sheila.
Oh.
She was like, oh no, yeah, he over here trying to tell him this, and this. I know that because she corrected me while I was telling him that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was the only one that was paying attention when I was telling him that stuff.
Oh. So that's why I don't talk to any of them. I just mind my business.
Yeah.
The rest, even the managers. I'll talk to D a little bit and Josh, but I don't see Josh enough because he's always in the office.
Yeah.
When I do see D, I'll talk to D somewhat, but I just don't bother talking to him.
Because D is awesome.
D's a
Barbarian.
yeah. That's his new favorite thing.
This is his new favorite word.
He said it a lot the last few days after he told me the story about Cole. He said it a bunch.
Yeah.
He said it to me because I was drinking sweet tea.
And he called you a barbarian.
Yeah, I was like, doesn't make sense. You drink sweet tea. I've seen you drink sweet tea.
I've seen you do it.
You say that you love sweet tea, so
Yeah.
this doesn't make sense.
How do I differ from you? Either rope yourself in with me or get me out of this equation.
Yeah. But yeah, I think things will get... Actually, I don't think things will get better or worse. I think they will stay exactly the same.
You think we're stagnated?
Yeah.
We've kind of plateaued as a society.
I don't think it'll get worse. It's the work ethic because AI.
Oh yeah, it's taking everything.
And we'll start using more drones to deliver things. We will need delivery drivers and drones.
I've seen cities that actually have these little like delivery robots and stuff.
California does because Tesla uses them.
Yeah, they're little robots that have like names and stuff, and they're delivering crap.
Amazon uses them.
And they'll like be driving down the sidewalk and junk.
Oh, they use those in New York too to deliver DoorDash food.
Yeah, I think that's what they are.
They go up to the door of the store
DoorDash
and then you
robots.
put it in there and you push the button and it goes.
Yeah, I think they're little DoorDash robots. They're like the size of a small shopping cart.
Yeah.
They have a big
They're a bit like Wally's
antenna
girlfriend.
on. Yeah, they're not built like her, but kind of.
Yeah.
Not the same shape, but like all white with little eyes and stuff like that.
You've seen the videos of people pushing them over?
Yeah.
People just lay them down and then they go, their eyes go like this.
Yeah.
Y'all do not pick on these robots.
Don't bully him.
He's
done nothing wrong.
They're going to figure it out one day of how horrible we are.
They're gonna realize that we're a terrible species and that we need to be eradicated.
Yes,
and that's how God's gonna start the rapture. Yeah. I don't want to be started that way.
If we pick on each other, it's fine because it doesn't affect them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they pick on each other. But if we start bullying them,
them, they're gonna get upset.
They're gonna put 2 and 2 together and be like, oh, so you just pick on everybody.
Or either that or they're gonna think they're people.
Yeah, they're like, oh, so everybody's just up for making fun of.
Oh, we're like you.
Yeah. Oh, you think we're on your level? Okay. And then we're gonna shut down everything and
shut down the internet and cause societal collapse.
Drones with.
And then those 2 idiots in that bedroom are gonna start celebrating.
Yeah. They have them now where they can construct a home.
Yeah.
The 3D printed homes. Have you seen them?
Have you seen the homes that you can buy off Amazon? Where they come in, they look like a big 18-wheeler freighter, and you unfold them, and they're like a straight-up house for like 30 grand. Hey. I showed you the barn, the barn dominium that I want to buy. That's like 20 grand. Tax is what percent? I'm gonna try and put this in the calculator.
8.25 in Texas, I think that's sales tax though. I don't know if that counts.
Let's say. I wonder if there would be a sales tax on this little barn dominium. It would be. Base price is $19,846.88 by 0.85. 19846. Oh, I don't want to see that.
Did you see it in a group chat?
Yes, I saw it in the group chat. I don't talk to those
right
people.
there.
Yes. By 8.5. Yeah. No. Just point. You said it's 0.85 or 8.5?
8.25%. If you're doing it as a decimal, it's 0.825.
I already forgot. Alright, I'm done calculating this. My brain is too mush.
Brain's too average American.
Yeah, I'm too much of an average American. I can only make it to 4 plus 2 is 3.
Huh?
That's the average American for you.
It's minus. It's right, just the wrong side. I get the effort was there.
4 plus 2.
Oh wait, no,
4 minus 2. Average American. Ha!
Oh.
Ha! You smooth brain.
Smooth brain. You got no ridges.
You've got no ridges or lumps or valleys or bumps. Everything, all ideas slide right off. Yeah, 4 minus 2 is 3. Yeah, buddy. Keep telling yourself
I was
that.
closer.
Go ahead and think that, you crayon muncher.
I was closer, so I'm less than average.
You freaking Crayola boy.
That's Marines. Those are the people who defend our country.
Yeah, they point and shoot and they go. They're awesome. They'd kill me if they could.
Not that they didn't know we're being funny and don't mean it.
They already make their own jokes about themselves. They're aware that they're crayon munchers.
Oh yeah. For sure.
What is it? The Marines are crayon munchers. The Army is, I don't know. I don't know the stigma for the Army. If you're in the Navy, you're a homosexual.
Yeah.
If you're in the Air Force, you have 50 doctorates to your name and
But
are
you're
rich.
afraid.
You're absolutely rich as heck, but you will never hold a gun in your life. You think down on poor people.
And then the Coast Guard.
Coast Guard. I gotta remember. Coast Guard are children.
Yeah. I think they're just dumb.
Yeah.
And then the Space Force.
Because they're constantly have the little goggles with the nose piece on them.
And then Space Force.
Space Force is just a bunch of idiots.
The fact that we have a Space Force shows
Space
our
Force is made
privilege.
up. The Space Force is made up of Discord moderators.
That shows our privilege that we have a military branch for the space.
Don't they work for Elon Musk and they're not natural military?
No, they definitely are real military.
Oh my god, why are they real military? That should not be.
I think they're real. I think they're part of NASA. That would make more sense.
Be that one level of Call of Duty Ghost. We're in the space station.
So, I'm not fighting in space. I refuse. Those bullets would go fast. There'd be no bullet drop.
Yeah, you shoot in the space station. Guess what? You're done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not stopping.
No.
And if it hits something, it's one of those.
Dude, that space station is made up of tissue paper and spit.
Gas station.
You think you're not going to be able to shoot a bullet through there and now your entire hull is compromised?
Oh, dude, it would just suck the whole thing out.
Yeah, dude, the entire thing would implode on itself.
I thought it would just suck it out through that little hole. Like it would try to suck everything.
Oh, yeah. Either that or the pressure would just friggin' blow a gigantic hole through it and now all of your oxygen is gone in one fell swoop.
That and it would suck out your whole insides.
Yep. If you went through the tiny hole.
No, I saw that where it was saying how it would take your, like if you were in space without a suit,
Yeah.
it would, all of your insides, like your organs and stuff, would come out of the hole.
Yeah, because it's taking the oxygen. Because there's oxygen in your body.
Yeah.
It would take it all and it was... What happens to oxygen when it's in space? Does it just kind of not exist anymore? Does it turn into a big pocket? Like what? I've never really understood because oxygen is matter and matter cannot be created nor destroyed. So what does it do?
Probably breaks it down to its atoms.
I guess. I don't know. I'm an average American. I don't know.
Space
anything
isn't
about
real
space.
anyways.
Space isn't real.
It's not real anymore.
Birds aren't real.
Yeah. They're not.
Did you see that?
That was a long time ago.
That was a little while ago. That was a couple of years maybe. A trend. I remember I saw a flyer. It was like, "Don't be deceived. They're not real." And it was a picture of like a pigeon or a seagull or something. And there were birds hanging around by it.
That's their recharge station. That's what I heard somebody say. That's why they land on power lines.
Yeah.
Because they recharge.
Because they're not real.
That could be true.
It's very true.
Until you kill a bird and then you're like, oh, it's not true.
And they're like, "Oh, he's very tasty. So good. They're so tasty."
Well, this was a real one, but the rest of them aren't.
There's that. Okay, this one's real. No, it's synthetic meat. It's fake. It tastes awesome, but it's not real.
That's how Walmart seems.
Yeah. It's all fake. It's not real. Birds aren't real.
Yeah.
Neither is George Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna see if you caught me just kind of looking at him.
George Washington could be fake. I would actually go along with that. I would say that you are correct.
Would you go along with the theory that the moon landing isn't real? Could you believe we faked it?
No. It happened.
Yeah.
I don't see why I wouldn't. I mean, when we go to space now, we see the stuff.
Yeah.
When we put it there years later,
Yeah.
we just put it there.
Yeah. You think the CIA killed Kennedy?
Yes. They're always behind that stuff.
You think Tupac's alive?
I don't give a crap about no trash rapper who's made a song with every beat being the same, just different lyrics. 90s rap is garbage. It's garbage.
There's some goodies
No,
in
there's
there,
not.
but
There's not.
hey,
There's
hey,
not.
Hey,
There's not.
hey.
I promise, there's
hey.
not.
You're triggering so many people right now.
That's fine. They can have their...
You're triggering me. I'm talking about me.
Take 5 songs.
There are a few in there that I enjoy.
Go on
I
Bandwab.
gotta readjust my pants.
Go on Bandwab.
Yeah.
and download 5 songs from 5 different rappers in the 90s. Put them on the splitter.
Same.
Put them on the splitter and turn off the vocals and just hit play. And everything will sound very similar. It will sound like one big song.
I'm not gonna entertain this.
It's trash. That whole genre was trash. You know-
Eminem was in the 90s.
Huh?
Eminem was in the 90s. You can't really copy and paste a good portion of his stuff.
You came from the 90s.
I don't think so.
If you take Eminem is a good example, and Lil Wayne, because he's not the 90s, but he's early 2000s. If you take their early stuff, it sounds way different than it does now with the beat.
Oh yeah, of course.
But all of Eminem's...
That's just kind of the evolution of music in general.
But all of Eminem's stuff from the 90s
Yeah.
does sound the same.
I really wouldn't be able to nitpick which ones are from the 90s or not. I can't remember.
That's because you're wrong.
That's because I wasn't born then, you wanker.
I was. I'm telling you how it was.
You were born in the year 99.
8.
Oh, you're really old.
Sometimes.
When I feel like it.
Sometimes I do feel that way. Something will...
And you're not helping.
Yeah, the fact that my class reunion's in 3 years, I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. You'll be 28 or 29 depending on when it is.
It'll be in May, so I'll be 28.
I wonder what car that was. I wonder if the microphone picked it up.
A trash one.
Yeah.
I hate people's cars. I'm just a hater. I am a little bit of a hater. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
But I don't hate things that, like, when people are better than me.
Yeah.
I just hate normal things.
Trevor, give your opinion on Porsche.
On Porsche?
In general.
Best cars on the
Talk
planet.
about your Hitler mobile.
That's fine. I'll take one.
I bet you would.
They're the best cars on the planet.
That's not true. You can't see, but he's looking at me funny.
What's better?
I don't know. I'm not a car guy.
Then you can't argue.
I'm getting there. I'm learning.
You're nitpicking, or you're trying to poke the bear. We get it. You like your Ford GTs.
Oh, yeah, you like your Ford GT too.
No,
If somebody offered you one, you'd take it.
Yep, and I would probably turn around and sell it. And
No,
buy
you're
a
not
Porsche.
allowed to sell it.
Oh, then I would definitely use it then.
Yeah.
But if I could sell it, I'd turn around and buy a Porsche with it the next day. I wouldn't even want extra money. I'd just trade it. I'd trade a $500,000 car for a $200,000 car. But yeah, just trade. It's fun.
That's insane.
And they would do it in a heartbeat.
You're actually crazy.
They would do it in a heartbeat.
You get a Ford GT, but it's customized the way I have it on Need for Speed.
No. I would.
You would use
I
it.
just don't like the pink.
You have to. You told me to turn it pink. I was like, what color should I have this? Right? He's like, make it pink.
Might as well.
I was like, okay. I have the license plate is saucy.
Oh, for Trevor's house?
Yeah, because you told me to get the GT and then make it pink.
It's a cute little car.
It's a lovely car. I love the Ford GT. I remember Jordan was telling me, if I went to my phone, I could probably find it. But he was talking about a BMW that he really wants as his like big accomplishment car. I gotta find it. Where one of the reasons he was really into it is because it had butterfly doors on it.
Ew, the i8?
I don't know. Oh, it might be. You know what I'm talking about?
That's disgusting.
You search. I gotta change the search radius to unlimited. Update.
This ugly thing?
It might be.
It's f***ing ugly. It's the only BMW that does that.
Yeah.
It's the only
Yeah,
one.
it was that one I was
Why?
thinking about.
Of
The
all the-
BMW i8. He said that's a bad dude, and he wants that one.
Of course he does. He probably saw a rapper have it and talk about it. He bases his
I
opinion.
told him if he ever hits big, he's got to throw me a LV Miles customized Chevrolet Corvette.
Yeah, you could do it. We can drive it. I would.
I remember I sent him pictures because I customized a Corvette on Need for Speed.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
I might have
you
sent
showed me.
you. I was like, I told him I was like, I want it customized to look like this. And it had the big LV on the hood, and it was black all over, matte black. And it had a white L and a red V. Why do you hate that car? Why do you hate the i8? Or do you just hate BMW in general?
No, BMWs are good, but the M4,
Why do you hate the i8?
M4s, M2s are just way better, and they're cheaper.
Yeah,
Or no, the M2 won't be cheaper, just way better.
yeah.
I8s are garbage.
Why? What makes
I
them
think
garbage? You're
because
not.
they're hybrid.
Yeah.
It's not a real
Yeah, I
car.
can see that. It's not a real car.
Not.
What is it then?
A Wii remote,
God.
a Wii remote, and an engine.
It's a Wii remote with a V8 on it.
Yeah, it's trash. Stupid. No one wants to hear and then it switch. It's ugly. It's ugly. Ugh, I hate electric cars.
Yeah, I do hate
I
that.
just don't like them because they can be controlled.
Dude, somebody could hand me a Ford F-250 that's like 10 years old and a brand new Tesla, and I would still take that F-250.
And I drive a long distance all the time. I take the Tesla.
No.
If I had a Tesla where I could
My
plug,
car is powered by dinosaurs. Yours is stupid.
if I had a Tesla, and because I can put my PlayStation into it on that 4K screen, and you tell me I have a 3.5.
You sitting here playing The Division while driving?
I wouldn't even look at this. I wouldn't even look at the road. Not one time.
What's wrong with you? That's why you will crash your vehicle and
That's fine.
die.
I didn't do what the car did.
And you know how far in between your charging stations are?
I would like to have a Tesla for long trips. Absolutely.
I would never pick a Tesla.
They drive
over.
themselves to the charging stations.
Mm-mm. Yeah, nearest charging station 40,000 miles away.
The Earth isn't even that big. But yeah, do they drive themselves to the nearest charging station? So if I could take a nap and it would charge, I'd have to get out and plug in the charger, obviously. But I would wake up at
You
the
know how
charging
long
station.
it takes your car to charge?
20 minutes? Fully?
No.
Yes, it does.
You know how long it takes to fill up my gas tank?
Not that long.
2 minutes.
But you have to drive and you don't get to play games.
I don't care. I don't want an automated driving system.
You
I
will.
enjoy driving.
I do too until I drive 3 hours there and back. Back to back. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and you know I can turn that 3 hour drive into an hour and a half drive.
you get a Tesla, they're fast.
Yeah, you're using more juice.
Yeah, you get like 30 minutes of
Yeah,
battery.
yeah. Instead of that lovely 3 hours you were talking about, you will get 30 minutes.
I think they go 400 miles, so that would definitely get me to Oklahoma. I'd have to find one over there,
Yeah,
but I won't be driving.
with your 2%, the battery level on your dashboard is yellow.
plug a
Or it's in the
battery,
red.
plug a battery pack into it.
But you try hooking up your airsoft battery to it
Get like 12 of
for
them.
that extra 0.1% of juice,
Get like 12 of them.
and then it makes a full percent.
Oh, dude.
I hate Tesla so much. I hate electric vehicles. I genuinely just hate electric vehicles in general. Kean loves electric cars.
Well, Kian
He
doesn't-
says, in his opinion, electric vehicles are the future.
Well, yeah.
No.
You know,
Fossil fuel will never not exist because things die every day, get buried, turn into oil, and reemerge over time.
yeah, but Ford's already discontinuing all makes this year on gas-powered cars. Ford, Chevy.
No, that was Chevy and Dodge. Ford said they will continue making the V8 for as long as possible.
The V8,
Yeah.
not the 4 cylinders of the V6. Those will all be electric.
It's because everybody wants a V8.
Mustangs are trash.
Have you seen the newest one? This is a bad dude.
I'll bet. They get better every year, but they're also, Mustangs are just trash people.
Oh, you're talking about Mustang owners?
Yeah.
Hey, my sister's one of those.
Yeah, but she's not a dude.
Oh yeah, that's true. She just can't drive in general because she's a woman.
Yeah.
We gotta cut that out.
Yeah. Take the license.
Take that part out.
Take the license, not that. Leave that. Take the license. Andrea doesn't have one. That's funny. I forgot about that. It's not funny. She wants to get one, but I told her to. Her thing is, I like when you drive me.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fair. If I like to be.
Dude, anytime Tina goes anywhere and I'm like the designated person to go with her, I'm driving most of the time.
They don't like driving, I don't think.
I enjoy driving that thing. I feel speedy.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
There'll be times where I'll be like driving the Mustang for any amount of time, and then I'll have to go to my car. I'm like, oh wait, I can't pull into traffic right now. I'm not fast enough.
Although I do like that about mine, because mine isn't crazy, but I can go from going on a side road like 20,
Yeah.
and go straight on the interstate, and before I get off the ramp, I'll be 80, no problem, without missing a beat. It's fun.
Little cars are very good. I'm kind of in everything. I want sports cars. I want muscle cars. I want my big truck.
I don't.
Just so I can be cowboy.
I just want a Porsche and the car I have now.
I like everything.
I like luxury cars.
Oh yeah, we know what you like, Mr. Rich Man.
I'm not rich, but I like the rich
you
taste.
desire.
I have a rich taste.
Yeah. And you know whose taste that is? It's a devil's.
What is the Devils?
Yeah. God didn't make Porsche. Hitler did.
I'll give you that.
He said, I'll give you that.
That one sounds pretty accurate.
You're not going to be able to take your Porsche to heaven, Trevor.
Just sit outside and just wait for him to say yes?
It's not going to be on the stairs, and you got to take the stairway.
I know, but you've seen those memes?
Yeah. It's like
just
being
like
outside the gates.
You can't take that.
My son in me, it's Jesus. My son in me, you can't bring that in here. Open the gates! Oh my lord.
Maybe, I don't think we'll desire things like that, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. We'll have whatever we want.
Is it whatever we want?
Enough. I don't know. I'd have to research. I'm not smart.
I don't think I really want anything crazy.
You won't.
I don't even want anything crazy now. I do want stuff, but I want stuff that's not crazy expensive. And I have to watch it because I have a car payment coming up soon, and I'm about to go buy a pistol for her at Academy. I'm thinking about it today.
Yeah.
I might. It wouldn't be a bad idea. It's in my name.
Yeah.
Which is the only downside, because I want it to be in her name, but she has an ID, but you have to have other documents if you have an ID. Well, no you don't. Dude, I was going to buy a pistol in Florida. I didn't have a Florida ID, so they said just bring you, they're like, what state is your car registered in? And I said Florida. They said just bring your registration. I was going to buy a gun under my name with a vehicle registration. You can do that in Texas too.
Sheesh.
That's why they say that whole thing where they're like, you don't have to register your guns. That's what they mean. You don't have to give them your ID. Or you don't have to put the gun in your name. You can put it under like a vehicle registration.
Yeah.
Well,
That's starting cheapest.
I don't mind these either.
Well, yeah, of course you don't. They're Porsche 911s.
The Carreras are nice too.
You told me you hated the way the Carrera looks.
The new one, yeah. Not the old one. The old ones look okay.
Yeah.
A little buggy. Like this one.
Yeah.
The 2006 one looks really nice. They're slow. I think they're just a little... I think those are 4-cylinder. Either way. I don't know. But yeah, I'm ready to move forward in life and have my own place.
Oh yeah. I think that's a natural part of us reaching this kind of age.
Well, actually, it happens at 16 or 15. 15, you start to resent your parents.
Yeah.
It's a natural process of wanting to get out of the home. And then when you hit 20, 23, somewhere in that range, you're like, I kind of love my parents, actually.
Yeah, you know what? I think I definitely had that phase.
Yep. And then you're like,
100%.
you're like, they're not so bad, it's whatever.
It's like they're not.
All the stuff, it doesn't matter
They're
anymore.
not bad. I was just delusional.
Yep, and that is why...
I was a delusional hormonal child.
And that is why you don't listen to children's opinions.
Yep.
Ugh.
I don't listen to anybody's opinions.
Yeah. I think we're all wrong.
Just read the Bible.
We're all wrong.
Oh yeah. In some way, shape, or form, we're all wrong.
Huh. I'm done thinking.
Just turn my brain off.
Yeah, I'm dude, yes.
I'm going in worker drone mode.
Yes. Oh, care to think anymore, have opinions, and all this rubbish. It doesn't matter.
I would like to turn off my self-awareness.
Yeah. It was actually kind of fun doing a podcast. We don't have any topics, so I do see how you could structure it in the future, though.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we've had topics for freaking however long. This is longer than the last episode.
Yeah, but it'd be good to have a topic and stick to it and actually go in depth on it. It's just hard.
To actually have some stuff written down.
Substance.
Like, do this.
Yeah.
That's what I told, for next podcast, I got a friend of mine I want to put on there, and she keeps freaking out, because she's like, I don't know what I want to do, because I want to try and give people that are kind of going to be abnormal or not very, regular, because, like, you're going to be leaving in a month or so, so after that, Lord knows when you'll be on there again.
Yeah.
But I want to try and give people a chance with that, hey, you talk about something, because the most regular people on this thing are probably going to be me and JT. Obviously, because it's my podcast and he is the only other person that's kind of like available readily. So, but she's over here freaking out. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. She's like, dude, just write stuff down, bring it with you, and we'll talk about it. It's kind of that easy. And if it's just the regular people that are on, we'll just talk about stuff that's going on or random crap.
Crime laws.
Gang wars.
Lord. They need to grow up. But anyway.
We got some of those.
We have gangs?
I don't know, probably.
No, we don't. Not real gangs.
Sure we do.
They're not real. They just punch each other.
The ghetto isn't real.
It's not. It's not a real place. That's hell. Those people aren't real. When I see those rappers talking stuff, I'm like, this is not real.
Yeah.
These are not real humans. These are not people who are normal.
Yeah.
Saying and doing these things. No.
It's like, you're not real.
Yeah, no, you're not. You can't be.
That guy back there, he is not real.
No, they're not. And some of the stuff they say in their songs.
Are you talking about in general, or?
No, the way rappers talk in songs, where they make comments and stuff, where they're talking about
the time they killed so-and-so.
Being addicted to the taste of blood. Not like literally taste, but like being addicted to blood.
Yeah.
You're not a real person.
You're not.
You're not.
This is a facade.
You're gonna kill someone for talking bad about your cousin in a song? In words?
Well, I mean, really, think about it.
No, I don't care.
Alright, Trevor, give us our closing statements.
Don't be fat. Don't have excuses.
Uh-huh.
Stop having opinions.
Yeah.
And clean your room.
Alright, close us in prayer.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Dear Father, thank you for another day on this planet and for providing everything that we deserve or need, regardless of the things we ask for. And thank you for always protecting us and our family and loved ones, and continuing the blessings that you bestow upon everyone. I just ask that you continue to guide us down our path that leads to you, and continue to grow our faith under your name, and allow us to be educated enough to spread the word to those who need to hear it, and to plant that seed to bring more people home to the kingdom. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. That was episode 2. By the time this is up, episode 3 and 1 will have already been out at the same time. Yeah, that's really it. I don't have any sponsors. We're not rich. I have nothing to add to this. Goodbye.